Hello everyone, welcome back to the second part of the series, how we should learn Pandas in 2023 for data analysis. So let's take a recap at the first part and what we covered in the first part. So we saw how to create our custom dictionary object, we saw how to convert that into a Pandas data frame, we loaded the data frame, then found the shape of the data frame and we found what columns exist. Then we used different techniques of accessing the rows and data, the rows and the column data. So we used the ilog and the log technique. So ilog technique accesses the rows and columns by indexes, and the log technique accesses the column by the column names and the rows by the index values. So now once we have covered this, let's move to the next part, that is masking and filtering and adding new columns for the data frame. So let us call the data frame again. Okay, and we can see the data frame as we did in the last part. It has 5 rows, 0 to 4, and 3 columns. Now let's say I want to filter this data, meaning I want to say I want to search only for, or I want the data frame to return only those people who are above the age of 40. So let me write this condition down. I'll create a mask. Okay, so I just assign a variable and I'll write this condition down. How do I write this condition? Data frame, okay, and which column? Age greater than 40, and let's access this variable. You can see it has returned to me a series object of the values where this condition is true or false. Now if I use this mask in the data frame, it actually overlays over the data frame and selects only those rows where the conditions are true. So let us see. I call the data frame again and I can put this mask here and run this, and you can see it has now filtered only the rows where the age is above 40, and we have 2 people here. Now I can add multiple conditions also. Let us take a look. I add multiple conditions. First let me use a bracket here. Say I want to select the people who are above 40 and who are doctors. Okay, so I'll do and data frame. So I can do this on multiple columns, data frame, and I'll say occupation equal to doctor. I'll run this again. Right now it has returned 0, so if I run this, it will show me no rows and columns. Just give me error. Okay, I should use the and. Okay, now I'll run this. Okay, and I'll run this again. Yes, it has shown me no rows and columns. So because there are no doctors over the age of 40, if I change these conditions to less than 40 and I run this, and now I run the mask, it will show me there are 2 doctors, Jane and Jake, who are age 34, and that means they are less than 40. So you can see how you can use this to filter your data. This is called the masking technique and filtering technique. Now say I want to add a new column. I want to add a new column in this data frame for gender. I can easily add this. I can just access the data frame. I'll add a new column here. Let's say gender, and I can pass a list here. Okay, it has to have the same number of rows. So there are 5 rows here. So I'll say the names. Okay, so female. Next one is male, and female. Okay, so male, female. Let's run this. Okay, I have to add a comma instead of a full stop. Run this, and now let's check the data frame, and you can see it is showed. Now one thing to remember is that even though I run the mask, the data frame doesn't change. It has returned the original data frame and it added 1 more column. If I want to do a subset of the data frame, I need to create another data frame variable. So I can say data frame subset and I'll do equal to, and I can pass the mask here. Okay, so now if I do this and I'll call the data frame subset, this is actually a subsetted data frame from the original data frame. So always remember that if you do a masking, the original data frame doesn't change. If you want a subset of that, you need to assign it to a different variable. That's it for this part 2. In part 3, 4 and 5, we'll be covering data analysis using the inbuilt methods of Pandas, the hierarchical indexing using Pandas, and concatenating and merging new data in a Pandas data frame. So do stay tuned, and if you like this video, do consider subscribing to my channel and like and leave a comment on this video. I'll be making more videos in this series, and do follow along for the latest in data analysis in Python and Excel. Thank you.